Alright, today I'll be teaching you guys how to easily braid somebody's hair. First, you get a mannequin or somebody else's head and brush their hair out. I suggest that, if you're first starting to learn how to braid, that you get a mannequin head because you don't want it to hurt somebody else's head. And once their head is brushed out, you want to separate the hair into 3 parts. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to try to get them as closely even as possible. If you have longer hair, it's going to take you probably longer to braid your hair, but if you have shorter hair, it's probably going to take you less time. So once you've separated all 3 pieces, you're going to take the middle piece and take this part on your right hand and then put it under the middle part. And then once you hold these with your left hand, take this and then put it over this and under this one. Then move this over the one that you just put this under, and then keep repeating that until you start forming a braid. Once you get better at it, it'll look better, but once you start off, you might get frustrated, but it's okay. And braiding is used to, if you're sleeping and you need to protect your hair so it's not less frizzy in the morning. It's also used for curling people's hair. Obviously, if you have curly hair already, I suggest not putting it in a braid and keeping it as it is. So once you've finished it, you would get a hair tie and then tie it at the bottom right here so it does not move. But if you want to do 2 braids, you would section the hair off in the middle and do the exact same thing, but just on 2 sides. If you're using a mannequin and you want to redo it, just brush their hair out again so it gets all the knots out and it's nice and smooth. Then do the exact same thing, just separate. If it's on a real person's head, I don't suggest doing it as hard if you were using a mannequin. And I would probably do it on your head first to know that it doesn't hurt before you start doing it on other people's heads. If your hair is not long enough to do a braid, then don't do a braid. Braiding is also used to protect hair when you're sleeping. So when you wake up, it's less frizzy, and it also helps repair dead ends and damaged hair. So just like the one down the middle, you would tie it off at the end and then start on the other side. There's many other hairstyles to use for braiding, but these are the most basic ones that a lot of people use, and are probably the ones that you'll see the most. So once you finish your braid, you want to take your band on your left hand if you're a righty and your right hand if you're a lefty, and tie it around the end so it secures it. Oopsies. Just like you would tie your hair if you're doing a ponytail. If your hair is thinner, then I suggest doing a smaller hair tie around the end of your braid, but if you have thicker hair, I suggest doing a one around this size, since you'll have more hair and it'll be easier to tie it around. And that is how you braid your hair.